Welcome one, welcome all. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Garry G and Friends Showcase, hosted by myself, Garry G, on the Worldwide Drum and Bass Show. This is the first in a series of shows we're going to be putting out there for all you junglists and D&B heads alike. On tonight's show, we have an old school veteran, a jungle legend, a drum and bass don, 27 years resident at Jungle Fever, 27-year DJ on Cool FM. You've probably guessed who it is already. He's a good friend of mine. It is none other than the man himself, DJ Funky Flirt. Tonight, Flirt's going to be giving us a 30-minute guest mix, and believe me, he's not holding back on this one. He's pulling them all out the bag tonight. We've got some classics, some rollers, some real exclusive tracks, and that's all coming up from him later on in the show. Flirt's also going to be giving us an in-depth, exclusive interview. We're not just talking about favourite DJs and favourite tunes, we're going in deep with this one. Believe me, this man can talk for England, possibly the world. But we've got a fantastic shortened down interview with him, talking about real life, not just the DJ, but the man behind the DJ. The full interview will be available to watch on the Worldwide Drum and Bass Show's YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page. So grab yourself a cup of tea, a few biscuits, it's definitely worth a watch. It's a real eye-opener, it's an education, definitely one to watch. You don't want to miss this one. We've also got a selection of brand new hand-picked tracks that are due to be released in the future, as well as a short mini mix from myself. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. It's that part of the show where we are going to give you a hand-picked selection of brand new tracks that are due to be released in the coming months. I think this first track I'm going to play you is by Liquid Tribe. That's the record label that you're going to be able to find it out on. It is by a guy called, I think he's called Leor, L-E-O-R. I probably got that wrong because I'm terrible with names. And this one's going to be available on the 24th of June. It's the last Thursday in June. Once again, available Liquid Tribe. The track name on this one is called Waterway. I'm going to run the track. Let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, that one's available on Liquid Tribe by Leor. I know I'm saying that wrong. Do you know what? Big up Pablo. Let me know how you actually say that one. I think it's Lior. 24th of June, the last Thursday in June. That one's going to be available, Liquid Tribe. Once again, the track name on that one is Waterway. The next one I'm going to play for you is on Camo Tribe. And this is going to be, well, this is by iBot. Now, a lot of you will know iBot already. I think he's a 12 or a 13-year-old producer and a DJ. This one's going to be on the long-awaited Jungle, what's it called? The Jungle Tribe album. This is 21 tunes. Camo is going to be available from Camo and LiquidTribe.com, same as the last track. Same as the last track was, in fact. Yeah, this one's going to be available on Camo and LiquidTribe.com. It's definitely, like I say, 21 jungle tracks. This, for me, like I said, he's a 12 or 13-year-old lad, Oliver Ibot. Track name on this one, Show Me. This is, for me, this is the standout track of the entire album. Big up Ibot, big up Pablo, big up all the Camo Tribe crew. Once again, 29th of July, last Thursday in July, this one's going to be available from Camo and LiquidTribe.com. Big tune. No, I love this one, you know. Do you know what? I've got to big up the iBot every time. This one is a big, big track. I love this one. Like I said, it's the standout track of the whole album for me. And there's some big, big producers on the whole of the album, trust me. Big up Pablo G and everyone over at Camo and Liquid Tribe Recordings. That's where you can grab your copy of this when it's going to be released, which is, as I've been informed, the 29th of July, the last Thursday in July, the Jungle Tribe album, 21 tracks, available from Camo and LiquidTribe.com. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. Like I said, I think it's a big, big track. Yeah, do you know what? I'm just amazed. The kid's 12 or 13 years old and he's making tunes like this. Do you know what? I'm nearly 40. I shouldn't say that. I'm nearly 40 and I'm not even making producing tunes of this calibre yet. Big up iBot every time.
Then them a cemetery to stay. Yo, I sound wide.
Baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
see them can't cross the border. Me said me have them under order. Town boy, them can't cross the border. You know me have them under, have them under, have them under. We have them under order, order. Cause them can't cross the border, the border. So we have them under order, under order, under order. Me said them can't cross the border. Me said me have them under order. Town boy, them can't cross the border. You know me have them under, have them under, have them under. We have them under order, order. The border, order. The border.
When I am weak, you're telling me that I'm strong. When I'm right, you're telling me that I'm wrong. But I know, now I understand. Now I see your wicked plan. I'm a junglist. Now before making records, the hood was my savior. Just from the hood I came into the hood on a good turn. Now before making records, the hood was my savior.
Just dance and move your body. move your body. Just dance and move your body.
So, Funky Flirt, or as your mum calls you, and people that are on the brown letters, Trevor, as I call you, Trevor.
No, you don't.
Yes, yeah, well, I call you many things, but we won't go into that right now.
No, there.
So let's start off. Tell me when you was growing up, where was your musical influence? Where did it stem from?
Music came really from my mum.
Okay.
My mum used to have house parties, as we call it back in the days there, blues. For those of you who don't know about blues, blues is when you have a house party, basically, in the West Indian community, and we used to call it blues. We'll have a blues, you know what I mean? Older generations, like my mum's age and all that. And basically, I used to watch the sounds coming in and help them, bringing the speakers, watch them tune up the sound and that. And my mum bought a gramophone one day. She bought it there and all that, and just messing about and all that. She went out one day. When she come back, there was these added speakers to them. Did I get a beating for that? Yes, I did. You know what I mean? Took it all apart, had on my little speakers.
Yeah.
Growing up as well in Pembury, we had our own sound, champagne, we used to call it, have our own parties and all that, and basically got into like the music business from that really.
So what was the sort of music your mum used to listen to at the house parties and that?
Soca, Motown, Lovers Rock Revival,
Yeah.
and all that, Studio One and all that. You know, I listened to that. Remember like going in my dad's car, driving around in these Rover V8, and used to have the A-Class. Remember them big cassettes, them?
Well, yeah, I'm not that old, man. I'm not as old
Yeah, I
as you.
forgot. Well, basically A-Class, they was about that big. Push them in, play music.
Oh, yeah, like that eight track, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've heard about them. I don't know what you mean. I've never experienced
Have you ever
them.
got? No, you wouldn't have. But you know what I mean. Plenty of times I've had like them pelted at me and that, not listening, messing about in my dad's car and all that. And you know what I mean. But yeah, we had our own sound system. You know, I just had the love of music in me, just basically from my mum. Growing up as well, like on a Sunday morning, get up, do your house chores. You know, radio on.
Yeah.
Tony Williams, Rice and Peas shows on a Sunday. Then you had later on in the evening, David Rodigan. Yeah, and just that, you know. And just the love of music's always been in me.
So growing, you said about Pembury, growing up in Hackney and all that. How was that for you? Because it was then, and it still is now.
Pembury, I mean, it's
a naughty area, isn't it? For want of a better word.
Do you know what? It's who you are. If you're well known in your community will look after you.
Yeah.
You know, I used to I was bad, do you know what I mean? Expelled from school. For those who don't know, went boarding school. You know, I miss my family and all that. When my mum used to forget to phone up for me, right, I had ideas in my head. I would run around to the library, go in there, get me 2 pence out, flick it down on the machine there. You remember the phone boxes? They had the 2 slits, 5p, 10p or whatever it was. 2p in there, bam, phone the school up. Hello, this is Miss Lawrence phoning. Yes, I would like to travel home for the weekend, please. Sorry I'm calling up so late, you know? And then walk round there, go back in the toilets or whatever, then go back in class, and it's like, Lawrence, run upstairs, get your stuff. You're going, oh, what, did my mum phone up? Yeah, your mum phoned up. Walk in the doors, and it's real. It's what the ass you're doing here. You know what I mean? Well, you forgot to phone up for me, you know what I mean? So I had to do it for myself, you know what I mean? Got expelled from boarding school because I went to school basically with a bag of weed in my pocket, basically, you know what I mean? And, you know, got expelled. My mum, headmaster brought me all the way home from Swanley, and my mum turned up there, went and all that, like 3rd degree. What are you doing taking weed to school and all that? Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, well, you know what, I forgot it in my pocket. You know what I mean, she knew I smoked. Never hid anything from my mum, because that was the worst thing to do, hide something from her, and she find out it only made it 10 times worse. Yeah, basically, she wanted me to be honest with her in life, you know what I mean? And loads of things I've done in the past. I'm not proud of it, but them times there, you had to do what you had to do to survive, basically. Yeah. Pembury, you know, everyone knew me in Pembury Estate, everyone. We had that cold, like, you don't shit on your own doorstep. Anyone what done anything, and we found out about it in the flats, what done something, either beat someone up, beat one of the neighbours up, or burgled one of the neighbours' house, and we found out, we don't involve police. We deal with it ourselves, you know what I mean? And moved out of Pembury, and when we moved out of Pembury, like so many people said, oh, I'm so sorry you lot have gone, the flats have turned to shit now, this and that, and like, I have to move on, you know what I mean? Still walking there, see loads of my neighbours, you know, and, you know, things just change in life, you know? If I still lived in Pembury now, I would not be sitting here. Yeah. I'd most probably be inside for murder or something like that. You know what I mean? Well,
you know what, you ain't always been
the good fella.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to say it like that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know where I'm going to go. And then there's been times when you've been, I don't know how to put it in a nice way, but you've been on the wrong side of the law.
Yeah. So the law doesn't always work for you. It doesn't go for you in your favour. I mean, there's plenty of times. I remember one time I was in. I've done something, but I didn't do something. And if you understand what I'm talking about, I've done something, but I didn't do something, and my name was mentioned. And I remember one day just like getting up and going to do something, like getting up as you normally do, and you've washed, you had your shower and all that, and you say like, Mum, yeah, I'll see you later. And you open your door, and as you go to open your door, it's like there's a policeman ready to put the door through. And I just stepped back and I just laughed at him. And like the cop said, what are you laughing at? I said, I'm laughing at you. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, took me down to the station, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you could go. What was that all in? We had to show that we're doing something. Doing what? But I've got nothing to do with it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, yeah, there's been plenty of times like I've done things. Like, I've paid for what I've done in the past. Do you know what I mean? And like, I've got 5 kids. You know, and my kids, you know, I try to show them plain and straight. Like my son, he plays football. Every Saturday he gets up and he does what he has to do, and he's just there for his football. And like I'm not with his parents at the moment, but when he was growing up, we've always said to him, if you've got a problem with someone, sort it out in your own way. Use your fists. Yeah. Most of these youths, them nowadays, all they know what to do is just pick up a knife and pick up a gun. But I guarantee you, catch them on their own and they ain't got none of their weapons. Yeah, they would know how to use their fists, and that's what it's about. And I talk to kids and why are you trying this halfway down your ass for? Well, it's a fashion, isn't it? No, it ain't a fashion. It's nastiness. Your mother never brought you to wear your clothes like that. Your mother's been out working hard on the street, and there you are with your trousers halfway down your arse, and the bottom of your trousers dragging along the floor.
Yeah, it's
You
not.
know what I mean?
It's not a good look, is it?
No, it's
Certainly
horrible.
not.
I don't like seeing even girls. I don't even like seeing girls do them things. It's degrading, you know what I mean?
So there was a point when you had a little holiday at a Majesty's Pleasure.
I was in a dark place.
Yeah.
And I don't hide nothing from no one, yeah? Because, do you know, I've said it many a times, I've said it in previous interviews, and I've gone in a certain way, and I tell you plain and straight now, I was dabbling with the devil's dandruff, yeah? I was mixed up with hard drugs. My music, that time there when I got nicked for armed robbery, for those who don't know, yeah? I was going out and doing certain things and all that, and the one what I got nicked for, what they said I did, I had nothing to do with it. My coldies then turned around and said, it's got nothing to do with it. Do you know what I mean? We put our hands up, it was us, blah, blah, blah. You know, but I was in a bad place. My parents, it was my mother just me and my mother at the time there. And, you know, the amount of grief and everything, what I've kind of like put my mother through at times, you know, she's never turned her back on me, you know, and...
It's a mother's love. It's unconditional, isn't it?
Unconditional, you know, there's been people around me, when I got nicked, as I said, I was out on the circuit, I was on every flyer. The night I went into Pentonville, I walked in there, I was like, what the fuck has I got myself into? And I heard a voice just come out from nowhere and they said, Flirt, you ain't on no Cool FM tonight. And I was like, yeah, whatever, pussy-o. If you didn't carry that image, yeah,
I bet
you're dead in jail.
I bet when that door locked though on that night, the reality soon sunk home.
The reality sunk when I got into Scrubs, because it wasn't. No, it was Belmarsh I went in. No, yeah, Belmarsh. From Belmarsh, I went Pentonville. Pentonville's hometown. I knew near enough everyone in there. I was treated. Do you know what? When I went in jail, I was treated like royalty. I didn't know how many people. I knew people knew me from back in my days when I was on Sunrise Radio, when I built up my name from Sunrise Radio. For Sunrise Radio, Flex, was it Flex? Ron was on the station as well. Flex, Sunrise Rush, Hardcore FM, Rush, then to Call. Being in jail, I never knew how much love I had out there from people, you know? And, you know, it was a journey what made me look at myself in a different way. You know, as I said, I was mixed up in the, I was in a dark place, mixed up with certain people around me, mixed up with some hard drugs, you know? And you don't realise them things until certain things in life happens to you. I talk open about my experience. People around me, they knew certain things, but they didn't know the whole of it.
Yeah.
And like I said, to Eastman's been there from day dot for me. He's been there.
A long way back, you do.
Long way back. Me and East go back, and you know what? Up to this day, I always say thank you to East. And I say to East, if I'm in a bad place and I can't turn around and tell you certain things, I'm smoking again, or you don't realise the signs, and I'm crying out for help, but I'm crying out for help, but I'm not crying out for help. If you get what I'm saying, I'm not putting it out to you and saying, boy, I need your help. in them times, it's all about saving face. But I don't give a monkeys who's watching this or whatever. Yeah. There's certain artists out there who's been there. They know what I'm talking about. If I go into certain areas, I get triggers. When I went to Elmley, I done.
I'm going to stop you there and say, where the hell's Elmley?
Right, Elmley is another prison.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you got Elmley's and Isle of Sheppey, Elmley, Stamford Hill, and you got another jail there. I forgot what it's called. But when I went into, I done little courses in that excuse me, Pentonville, Little Hay. Yeah, they sent me to Little Hay. Those who know about Little Hay, it's a nonsense jail, yeah? I had to get myself out of there quick. So the only way was to get myself out of there was to turn around and say, yeah, I'm gonna do the drug course, a rap course. A rap course basically strips you down. You talk about when you was living with your mother, how you was brought up, how they went through and everything. They tried to strip me down. And like they're trying to rebuild me. I said, you ain't rebuilding me. I don't want this course. No way. Anyway, I managed to get to work in certain things, get to know certain people, and managed to get myself shipped out in Elmley. One day I was sitting in my cell. I wouldn't even call it a cell. We used to call it pad, basically a yard. So I've gone out to do my work that day. I'm back in my cell. Gone in there, another inmate in there. Like, right, mate? He's like, yeah. I said, right, this is my crib, yeah? I don't mind if you smoke weed. You can take your pills. You can do whatever. You smoke brand in my crib, you're out. I'll batter you and I'll chuck you out, yeah? Anyway, I'm looking at this brother and I'm like, you're shaking, bro. God, I need something. Really need something. I really think. I can't be sleeping in my bed and the man's sleeping and man's shaking like that.
Yeah. This was your cellmate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Shaking Stevens while I'm trying to get to my sleep. Get out, mate. Sleep on the floor. I'm like, bro, shout out to someone. Swung a line out. Got him something. I said, I'll tell you what, this is the only time you're going to do something like this. Take your thing, go in the toilet, and go and do whatever you're going to go and do. Before you go, you see them two orange pills, light them up, yeah? He's lit them up, they're burning. That's it, like what we used to use as air freshener. Do your thing, don't ever do that again. Come in here. This, I've never done it for no one, yeah? You're the first person, but I can't be going through this, yeah? I've gone and done his thing anyway. I said, yeah, by the way, you know what, double bubble. For those who don't know what double bubble is, yeah, it's like if I give you a half ounce of burn, you've got an ounce for me. Anyway, so he had 3 ounces for me, yeah? Done his thing and everything. A couple of days later, I was walking down a landing and I was going doing my drug course and everything. And Lee called me, one of the drug workers. She called me and she goes, I walked in there and I saw her and the governor. And I just like laughed, what have I done now? The governor's turned around and goes, no, I handled this, Lee. You've done a good thing the other day, I've heard. I'm not supposed to be praising you on this or whatever, but I've heard about you. And I've heard from other inmates that you've helped and you talk freely about what you've done in the past with drugs and everything. It's come to our attention that you've stopped people from ODing in their cells. It's been reported. It's been documented. Your name's always popping up. I should be nicking you for this and sticking you on a charge. But I'm not going to stick you on a charge. I'm giving you the opportunity to go and learn and be a drug counsellor. I looked in, shut up. Lee's looked at me, like saying in the background, don't like that, right? You know what you're talking about, and you've got to weigh your persona and how you talk to people about drugs openly and getting them off drugs.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I'm not proud of what I've done. Look at that list there. So he's pulled that piece of paper out. I'll say it was like it was the book of my life. And he's pulled that, and I could just see it was big A4 paper there enough, right down to the bottom. Goes, this ain't from one jail. This is from every jail what you've been to. I'm advising you to go and do that drug counselling course.
Yeah.
I went and done it. But I don't brag and boast about it, that I'm a drug counsellor. I talk to people a certain way, and I've taken it, when I came out, I took it to a further. I just walked up to a drug counselling place in Hatley, what I didn't even know was a drug counselling place, and I just knocked on it. I said, what do we do here? I said, we're a rehab. I said, it's the manager there. And she goes, why? What do you want to talk to? I said, I would like to be involved. I took my name, number, and just said, you know what, keep passing back. You know, they'll get in contact with you. I just kept going and kept going. And one day I knocked, Angela opened the door. She goes, come in, Trevor. Like how I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
And told her a bit of myself, ex-user, done a course, substance misuse and all that, qualified drugs worker. And I turned around and I said to her, I said, don't be offended by this, yeah, but everyone you've got in this place here, I'm more experienced than all of you. Why'd you say that? You learnt from someone who's standing up and reading from a book. Have any of you used trouble drugs? I'm like, no, there you go.
true, we are going with things, set speed, set speed, set speed, set speed, set speed. Listen carefully again.
So fancy. Last time, see up on FaceTime, chatting up the place, bout in our relationship. Me, I go put you on lockdown. I put your body on lockdown. You got me on lock now. Got my button on lock. Oh, if you love me, you should let me. You should let me. You should let me know. And if you don't now, better feel let me. Better feel let me. I better you let me go. I go put you on lockdown. I put your body on lockdown. You got me on lock now. Got my button on lock. Oh, if you love me, you should let me. You should let me. You should let me know. And if you don't now, better feel let me. Better feel let me. I better you let me go. I go put you on lockdown. I go put you on lockdown. Put your body on lockdown. I go put you on lockdown. I go put you on lockdown. Where will we go when the quarantine thing done and everybody touch road? Oh, maybe gonna start, pull up in a fast car, yeah. On a fast car, take you on the fast car, yeah. I know you're feeling me, you know I'm feeling you. So now keeping up, yeah. Hey fancy, oh your heart stayed, now no vacancy. Last time see up on FaceTime, chatting up the place, bout in our relationship. Me I go put you on lockdown. I put your body on lockdown. I go put you on lockdown. I put your body on lockdown.
Strong. Can't defeat the lion in a competition. When we come out as we serve the session of Iram, hey, oh no listen to the man. Watch this, piece of the puzzle and a part of the plan. Lion double down the battalion. When you come out as we serve the session of Iram, hey, because you take action. In the revelation. Revelation. Use the music and feed the nation. Lion dub, you never make no hesitation. Up front you make a good presentation. Hey, you know the revelation. Use the music and feed the nation. Lion dub, you never make no hesitation. You make a good presentation. Watch this, lion dub step out and enough for them a move. Watch how them a say because we have to improve. Tell it to the rest of the youth not lose. Tell me what them a go choose. Hey, lion dub set it and we done make it. Tell the Babylon to come and check it. You can't wreck it, can't disrespect it, because we done make it. Revelation. Use the music and feed the nation. Lion dub, you never make no hesitation. Up front you make a good presentation. Hey, you know the revelation. Use the music and feed the nation. Lion dub, you never make no hesitation. You make a good presentation. Revelation. Lion dub.
Love is all I bring. In my car, them going empty. Now pop, no style. All strictly roots. Now pop, no style. All strictly roots. See me on the road and you not call up to me. Do you see me in my pants and ting? See me in my altar back. See me give you heart attack. Give me little bass, make me wind up my waist. Up, down, top ranking. Should have seen me on the ranking dread. Check out we jamming and ting. Love is all I bring. In my car, keep smooth and ting. And that's how I made it give him a go. I breathe, I'm delighted. You know, say my passion ignited. Got the music, get me excited. Coming like a potion. Blessings fall by my right hand.